Greetings, everybody. I hope that you guys are good. I just wanted to do a very quick update relating to the last XRP USD video that I made. And I just also wanted to remind you guys that in regards to the XRP chart, remember that we had this structure over here, which has a neckline at that point, right? At that level rather. And you guys know by now that when it comes to M structures, we want to see price break below the neckline of that M structure and then head back to that neckline to test it, and at this point is where we would look for potential selling opportunities, right? So as you guys can see, we had, as I said, this M structure and the neckline has been broken to the bottom side, and price currently is at the neckline of that M structure, and I think at this point we should potentially be looking for selling opportunities. I'm not saying that we should just be selling, I'm saying we should be looking for potential selling opportunities, and if we do find any, our take profit should be this level over here, right? Why do I say that level? That is because, guys, if you have a closer look, you would see that as much as we have this M structure over here, we also have an opposing W structure at this point over here, as you guys can see, and it has a neckline at that level. So similarly, when it comes to W structures, we want to see price break to the upside of that neckline and then come back to the neckline to test it, and at this point is where we would look for potential buying opportunities, as the anticipation is for the market to continue to push further up, right? And just to actually in as far as confluence goes and confirmations go, let me actually add the Fibonacci retracement tool to that M structure. We just want to have a look in terms of whether that M structure aligns with any key numbers that we have on the tool. So just bear with me, guys. Let's see. Let's have a look. Right. There goes our Fibonacci retracement tool, and can you guys see that this M structure actually aligns with the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, right? Which is actually a very good level in terms of finding a selling opportunity goes, right? Because that is confluence, right? But as much as we have that M structure and the fact that price broke the neckline of that M structure, including that price went back to the neckline to test it, it does not necessarily mean that we should be selling. In my humble opinion, we would need further reasons to be selling, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, if you look at this channel right here, and if you look at the way in which fundamentals have been going at this point in time in regards to XRP, sentiment is quite positive. And as much as we have this M structure and this neckline, and I'm saying that we should be selling at this point, it is also quite possible that we might see price break through that neckline completely, and we might see price at least reach this point, because it is a very strong level of resistance, as we've had multiple rejections at that level, as you guys can see, right? Having said that, because we've actually closed above the side of the of the trend line, right? And as much as I'm saying that we should be potentially looking for selling opportunities at this point, it may be best actually to wait for the market to retrace, right? It may actually be best to wait for the market to retrace from where it is to this level over here, right? And that is because at that level we actually have, as I said, a W structure and the line of that W structure, and at this level we might potentially look for buying decisions, right? And what I'm going to do now is actually utilize the Fibonacci retracement tool just to see if that W structure aligns with any key numbers that we have on the tool. So just bear with me, guys. Let's see. Fibonacci. Oh, sorry, this is the equidistant channel. Let's find Fibonacci. Just bear with me, guys. So there we go. There goes our Fibonacci tool, and we can see that this W structure over here at this level has a neckline that aligns with the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, which is a good thing, and that, in my humble opinion, it adds to what I've been saying, that because we have, let me actually just delete this tool, just bear with me. Right, as I was saying, because we have this W structure and we have a neckline that aligns with the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, it may be best actually to wait for price to push down to this level, and at this level is where we should look for further buying opportunities, right? And I believe that our take profit should be, our first take profit, that is, should be at least this level. And as I've said, that is because it's a very strong level of resistance, as we've had multiple rejections at that level, right? Just to recap, guys, I just want to make sure that we're not getting confused. Just to recap, right? Technically, we should have been looking for potential selling opportunities at this point, right? Because, as I said, we've got that M structure. The neckline has been broken to the bottom side. We had price go back to the neckline to test it, and the neckline aligns with a very key Fibonacci retracement number, right? However, having said that, because we have this channel that has been broken to the outside, and the fact that fundamentals are very strong at this point in time, as there is an indication that XRP might do well in regards to the current case it has with the SEC, right? So it may be good to actually wait for price or for the market to head back to the neckline of this W structure, and then at this point look for potential buying opportunities to at least this level, because it's a very strong level of resistance, and the next level should be this level. Similarly, it is also a very strong level of resistance because it is carrying all of that liquidity, as you guys can see. And thirdly, I think that our third take profit should be this level, and the reason why I say so is because we have this candlestick over here. It is a bullish candlestick with a small body and a very long upper wick, which tells us that at that level there's a lot of liquidity at that level, which needs to be triggered by the market. I hope what I've just said makes sense, guys. Yeah, and that is it in as far as my quick analysis goes. I just wanted to update you guys in terms of what's going on. And before you close, guys, I just also wanted to show you one last other thing, and that is that as much as we have this W structure, and as much as I'm saying that we should be looking for potential buying opportunities at that point, just also bear in mind that we have this candlestick over here, right? And we have this one over here as well, and these two candlesticks are what we call liquidity candlesticks, and they are carrying a lot of liquidity where they end. And as much as I've said, guys, that we should be looking for potential buying opportunities at this point, what may actually happen is that the market may push further down, right? And there are two reasons why the market may push further down to around this level. That is because, remember, we have the W structure, and I've said to you guys that when it comes to W structures, a lot of traders and investors usually buy on that second leg of that W structure, and they place their stop losses just below that structure, right? And secondly, because we have those candlesticks that are carrying liquidity at that point, right, it may happen that the market push further down because there's a lot of money sitting at this point. There's a lot of money sitting at this point which the market needs to grab, and it may be that the market is at this point in time creating a trap by performing W, and those who control the markets may push price down to, as I said, not only grab the stop losses that are sitting at this point, but also to grab the liquidity that's sitting at that point due to those liquidity candlesticks. So we just need to be careful, guys, in as far as buying goes, and just remember that the case between XRP Ripple and the SEC is still very much ongoing, and we don't know what's going to happen, but things are looking good for XRP at this point in time, but we'll see how things unfold over the next couple of weeks and months. So that is my analysis, guys, and peace out.